Moving on. We'll go into something more lighter. This news this week about UK pop and Mr. Simon Cowell, attempting to break into K-pop by creating a UK pop group. We came across a very funny video. It was a group called EXP, and I promised to check it out, so I will do that. I will check these guys out. Whoa, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Now, I want to see if the expats, yes, EXP. What was EXO's? Didn't they have like a sign like this or this or like this or this something? I did catch a 10-second clip of this, and I don't know how old they are, but they seem like they're about my age, trying to break into K-pop, which was pretty hilarious, I think. And I joked the other day, maybe I could go in there and become the maknae of this group. There are some actual serious comments I have to make, but we will actually watch it first, and then I'll comment on it. I have some stuff to talk about, actually. So we'll jump into EXP. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That guy looks like he's 40. Oh, the SM bridge, come on. Oh my God. We're gonna listen to that again. They just brought the SM bridge. Come on. Oh my goodness. Did you see a camera shake? Did you guys see that? When that guy jumped, there was a camera shake. Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am so mesmerized. I'm at a loss for words just watching them. It's just, oh my goodness. It's so fun, and like I don't know, I don't know how I feel. It's just so bad. I love it. Like, oh my God. This guy, I think he's the sweet one of the group. He keeps on smiling. He has that Jimin energy, doesn't he? He's the sweet one of the group, I think. I have to be younger than this guy. Please. Oh my god. The breakdown. Come on, Jimin. Oh. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. Oh my goodness. They are the fandom name is called the Expats. We are OT4. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it so much. And they are singing live, by the way. So, we have an RM of the group as well. The guy in blue. I love it. Oh, get it. That's so SM. SM would be proud. Come on, hype me up. Yeah. Come on, Jimin. See, he's even wearing yellow, like Jimin. That crowd didn't even cheer at the end. It is pretty catchy, you got to admit, in a very cringy way. I think I'm in love, guys. Okay. Look, we're doing this for fun. This was, I think, their debut stage, so I'm sure they've gotten better. How much? I don't. I'm not gonna find out right now. But I'm sure they're a lot better. Normally, these debut stages are pretty cringy. But you know, I don't want to seriously kill them or bully them. That's not my intent. The real intent why I showed this video was to actually have a laugh, but also speak about what I think about other non-Koreans trying to emulate K-pop. Right now, there's a big boom in this kind of music, not just in the UK or the US, but specifically China. China is not are not very big K-pop fans anymore. They were at one point, but when it comes to like BTS, they don't have a big fan base, and they are trying desperately to come up with their own groups, and the government is actually encouraging that. They're trying to cut down on the consumption of Korean media content. So there is an influx of Chinese boy bands right now in China, but they lack the knowledge or the know-how to create, you know, kind of like innovative or cool or appealing bands, boy groups. So what they actually are doing is they're sending over their trainees to Korea, and the Koreans are actually training and coming up with the concepts for these boy bands. CJ Music is doing a lot of this right now, and they're making a lot of money from this because the Chinese are usually spend pretty well or invest pretty well in these types of things. So in the next couple of years, you're going to see a lot of Chinese boy bands that are very similar in style to the Korean boy bands. Yes, they do have armies in China, but it's not as big as you would think. How do I know all of this? I spoke with some people from that are linked up to Big Hit, and they're the ones who told me this. And they themselves know that their fan base in China is not as big as it should be. You know what's really fascinating as well? It's the difference in money, because China has such a big population. The scale is so much bigger than Korea. So in the case of those two Chinese members in EXO that left the group, they had to pay about $10 million to leave the group. Now, normally this would not be possible if you were just an individual. But because they went to Chinese agencies and signed with them, $10 million for a Chinese agency is nothing. They'll just pay it. They'll pay that penalty and get them out of the contracts. And that's what happened with those two Chinese members. They were able to escape from their contract. That $10 million, it's a huge hurdle, and normally members can't escape their contract. But because of that Chinese money in the back, they were able to leave rather easily. What do I think about Westerners emulating K-pop? I don't have a problem with it. I don't. But I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off. It's the reason why this is cringy, this group, is because the training. It's apparent they didn't train enough. And when I researched this group, it was like rather an experiment by some academics at Columbia University. And you can see the lack of training provided to this group. They're dancing. They're very stiff, first of all. Vocal-wise, I've heard worse in K-pop boy bands. I mean, they can pass. But then that look is just horrible. I mean, there's a lot of work to be done when you start a group. A lot of things you need to do, and the look is very important. The look is part of the product. That one guy really needs laser hair removal on his face. The Jimin of this group, the guy in yellow. I mean, you can see his facial hair is like all over the place. Little things like that, you give him laser hair removal, a lot more dancing practice, because that dancing simply will not do. The guy in the middle, who looks like he's like 40 years old, he can actually belt out pretty well, Korean style, SM style. But it's that lack of preparedness or know-how, which is understandable because it was started by a Columbia, academic over there as an experiment. And I think they got ready within 3 weeks, and then this is the final product, their debut. So, I mean, unless Simon is really well connected in the Korean music industry, I don't see how he could pull this off, because it's not just giving guys dance lessons and singing lessons and saying, okay, get on the stage. There's a lot. It's a very refined product, and I mean, you see the progression even from their debut until their later albums. There's a progression and evolution, and I don't see how this the group that's up going to be presented by Simon, how they could pull it off successfully on their first go. And honestly, Simon Cowell, he's not that great. He's not that deep in terms of music knowledge. But you know who is JYP on that show. He definitely knows his stuff, understandably, because he's one of the biggest producers in South Korea. But I am obsessed with this group. I think I'm going to watch this video maybe a couple hundred times. It's just, oh, it's so cringy. It's like art. It's just, I don't know, another level.